Well, the audio was messed up on the last one, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, here we are, part 2. I wanted to make a part 2 since I didn't really get to flesh the idea out in the first one. And the first one was pretty depressing. I mean, talking about how, like, it can be kind of hard to maintain just like a baseline happiness in the world, and how there's a bunch of stuff that is like vying for your attention using these very base, like, underhanded methods, like, I don't know, showing car crashes on the news and like telling you the end is near and all that stuff. And what I was getting to at the very end of that last one is that skateboarding itself serves as a fantastic way to just get away from all that stuff. And I'm not the first one to come up with this idea. I'm actually just linking a bunch of ideas together here. But there's an idea that's in Hindu thought, Buddhist thought, and I've heard it in Orthodox Christianity as well. So in Hinduism and Buddhism, they talk about like escaping the cycle of suffering and escaping suffering in general. And it's not so much about like not suffering, it's mainly about controlling the circumstances of your life so you're not really affected by the stuff that would normally make you suffer. It's kind of like, I'm not addicted to crack cocaine and therefore I don't suffer from crack cocaine addiction. And in Orthodox Christianity, I think that they have kind of a similar idea, or at least some Orthodox guys do. And I've heard it described as like death to the world, with the world, quote unquote, like capital W world, meaning like your passions, like the things that cause you to suffer, like pride, anger, arrogance, all that stuff. And so there's this idea that like there is a world that we live in, however you want to define that is like inherently tough, but you just don't have to take part in it. Like, I think about it like a relationship. You know, if you're in a relationship with a girl who's just like always cheating on you and like treats you terrible, like you don't have to be in that relationship. You can break up with her, you can quit. And it's a little bit harder when we live in the information age and it's just hard to escape like the news and all that stuff. And like I said before, people will bring it up even if you don't want to hear about it. But with skateboarding, it's like the perfect thing because it's this beautiful thing. It's physical, so you're engaged. Frankly, it's scary. It requires intense focus, long hours of practice. Ultimately, you only answer to yourself. And so by skateboarding, you're really kind of escaping all that bullshit because you're choosing to fill your present moment with something that's important to you and something that's not dependent on other things. So when you're skating, all that can exist is skating. You don't have time to focus on anything that you can't control or that you don't care about because you're busy skating. It's awesome.